subscribe, support, and stay positive. Good morning, everybody. I was a little bit sick last night. I was not feeling well, and I slept all night. So what am I doing today? Well, I'm gonna go see a remake of a remake. So, Disney recently has kickstarted remaking every single animated feature that Walt Disney put his hard work into. And we're gonna go see what it's like. And we're gonna go see how good Will Smith is an actor. Now, we know Will Smith is a good actor. He has his own YouTube channel. He's been acting for years. Can he fill in the shoes of Robin Williams? Can he be the new genie? And we'll see. So today, Dan's gonna pick me up at 9:20. We're gonna go to an early showing of this, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be excited and laugh or horrified at what I'm watching. Because most of these, now, Hamza thinks that I'm always being negative, but here's the thing: I'm a critic. That's what I do. I critic movies. I critique movies. That's what I do. And Hamza says I'm being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm just giving my opinion. So, we'll see what this new 2019 movie, we'll see what it's like, if it's any good. Because, sure as heck, there was an original. If you get a chance, watch the original Aladdin, animated. It's really good, in my opinion. So, folks, I'll catch you later. Bye. Guys, back here again. I just want to just got out of Aladdin. I thought it was pretty decent. There was, some of the songs, they were good. But I'm gonna say this: I'm a '90s guy, so I like the original, honestly. But they did try their best, and I thought it was decent. I wouldn't say it was the greatest Disney movie ever, but it was decent. What do you think, Dan?
It was great.
What do you think, Dan? Did you like the movie?
Unbelievable. That was one of the funnest movies I've ever seen.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, Dan liked it. I was kind of on the fence about it, really. But, not the greatest movie ever.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, that's Dan's review. That's Dan's opinion. My opinion, I wasn't really taken back by it, but that's why I like the original. But, so folks...
This is America. You have a democratic right to a wrong opinion.
Yep. Everybody has a right to their own opinion. And, see you, Cameron. Did you enjoy the movie?
It was okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Vlogging Life. My bad.
Okay.
So, folks, I'll catch you a bit later. Hey, folks, it's me, Tommy, NC 2010.
Back with another vlog.
Vlog.
Isn't that... It's spelled V-L-O-G, but it's pronounced vlog.
No, it's pronounced vlog.
Okay. Whatever you say.
So, I gave my opinion about Aladdin. Hamza, what was your thoughts on Aladdin, the live-action version?
I felt like, he looked a lot more realistic in this movie than compared to the cartoon. Like, in the cartoon, I felt like I couldn't even pick him out of a lineup. Like, if I had to identify him in real life, I would have been like, I don't know, none of these guys look like a cartoon. But now, and thanks to the new one in 2019, I would know without a doubt if Aladdin robbed me, because he was a thief. And if he robbed me, and then I went to the police station, and he was in a lineup, I would...
Station?
You're interrupting me during the vlog, man. Do you want to restart the vlog?
No.
Okay, well, I would definitely know who Aladdin was out of the lineup now, thanks to this movie, because he looked a lot more realistic, I'd say.
You don't think he looked realistic in the original?
No. He looked like a video game character from the 90s. Maybe even the late 80s. Do you know what the 80s were?
Yeah, I know what the 80s are.
But today it's the 80s. It's a temperature of degree of Fahrenheit. It measures how fast the air particles are moving around. Right now, it's pretty warm. It's technically spring right now, but I'd say this is like a preview of summer, because I think it's supposed to be almost 90, I think, today. So we're back in the 80s right now, but next week, actually Tuesday, we might be in the 90s. And that's when the Aladdin movie originally came out, was in the 90s. So Tuesday, the original Aladdin might come out. We'll be back in the 90s.
Oh.
Yeah. Math.
Ah.
Or should I say math with an F? What do you think? Is it math or math?
Math.
Okay. So one thing I enjoyed about the live action movie was, the fact that I've seen the original cartoon Disney feature
Me too.
I don't know, 38 times or maybe even 58 or 68 times. So I could predict every single... I thought you didn't want to show my address. You're panning into the address.
Because I feel like that...
Hey folks, you guys want to know my address? I noticed you keep moving it away from my face and pointing it only at your face.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the vlog, folks.
Vlog.
And we're going to be talking about the movie... what's it
Aladdin.
called? Jafar. Let's
Aladdin.
call it Jafar, because I think
Let's
the
call
main
Aladdin.
star,
Pretty appropriate.
the main character,
There's Ozzy.
he was saying basically, yeah, let's call it Jafar. You want to call it Jafar? Yeah, okay. We'll call the movie Jafar, because the real star of the show, the main character in this movie, is actually Jafar.
Aladdin. He's just a side character, and even has his name on the movie.
I feel the same way about the movie The Dark Knight. I feel like, here we are reporting more at the house again. Yeah, here, let's... Are you still showing the street behind me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought I could see those bushes over there. Mm-hmm. I'm watching the background turn slightly and slightly and slightly until you can actually see the house again every time. But anyway, so yeah, the street's over there by the dog.
Okay.
There you go. Now we're back where we started, right?
And now we're shadow people.
This is where we started. Shadow people actually do great reviews, as a matter of fact. You know what we could do to counteract the lighting?
What's that?
If you actually hold the camera up like this, and then say, "Welcome to the vlog."
Vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Vlog.
Everybody likes a vlog. Everyone likes a vlog. It's a vlog. It's a vlog. It's video on YouTube. It's vlog. It's a vlog. Food to review crew.
This is what
Everyone
I deal with,
likes
folks.
a vlog. Everyone likes a vlog. And you can check out my channel, Hamza Vlogs.
Vlogs, which he hardly uploads. Well, he does upload some videos of him and Ozzy sometimes.
Yeah, Ozzy's a poopsican. Aren't you a poopsican child? Speechless. He won't go speechless for long, though, folks.
But
he won't go speechless.
I gotta say something, folks. Here, there was some
like this
different.
angle?
That looks decent, yeah. There was some differences from the original and this
Hey, wait a
version.
minute! I thought you already gave your opinion. Now this is all about my opinion. Everyone likes a vlog. Okay, so I think what I started to say was very many minutes ago that I think in this newer movie, since I had seen the Disney, what is the original one called?
Aladdin.
I keep wanting to call it the commercial one. Oh yeah, the cartoon, the animated one.
Animated version.
I'd seen it so many times that I knew all the lines. I knew all the action sequences. I knew the entire script by heart, and so this one, I'll have to say, the adaptation, as it were, is a little unpredictable. If you have memorized the original Aladdin, there's still enough new stuff here. They took out some stuff and they added in some new stuff, and there's enough going on with that change that it still kept me on the edge of my seat a little bit.
There was a
even though
twist.
I knew the main story, but now you're not doing spoilers, are you?
No, I was just saying it was.
Up, spoiler police calling. Can this be coincidence? Because as soon as you started talking about spoilers, I got a phone call.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say, I'm not giving a spoiler, but there is a twist in the beginning.
A
towards
twisty
the ending,
beard, actually.
and it kind
The
of
beard is so
it kind of throws you off a
twisty.
little bit, but then it kind of connects in the storyline of what's going on.
Now, who do you prefer, the original Jasmine or the live-action Jasmine? As like a character, do you think the original Jasmine was more of a, interesting character, or do you think that the new one, this one that was played by a real-life actress, no animation.
Well, I feel
was
like both
better.
of them. I think both of them had good, good traits and everything. And I think comparing Aladdin and his original stuff, I felt like there was more thrust in the voice with the original.
There was more thrust in the voice. Okay.
More
okay,
character.
so maybe his fuselage was actually a little damaged, and so they had to make up for that with, adjusting the thrust.
I mean, there was more. I feel like there was more character in the animated version than there was in this version right
Well, one
here.
thing with cartoon movies, the voices sound very, exaggerated. They kind of ham it up, really. I think they make each character like a caricature. Where everything seems exaggerated.
I will say I wasn't as intimidated of Jafar as I was in the original because
So you were actually scared of Jafar in the original?
I thought he was very powerful. I thought he was very.
I couldn't get past the way his neck looked. I could never take him serious because his neck was just this ridiculous neck. What do you think? Yep, that's basically what I hear when Tommy talks too.
Now, if I had editing software, I would just edit the opposite what he's saying. If I could type in words, I would just put in random nonsense and stuff like that.
I think we should make a translation of what he's saying that says the movie should have been called Jafar because this movie is about Jafar, just like The Black Knight. The Dark Knight.
Yes.
The Dark Knight was about the Joker. It should have been called the Joker.
Which the whole entire time Hamza watched The Dark Knight, he was so aggravated, which he didn't like The Dark Knight. Remember that? You
I was
watched
just
that
distracted at the time. I think that's back when the kids were like 3, and they were both crawling around the house. Well, they were running around, actually, literally. But, they still needed quite a bit of attention.
But I would say that this Aladdin movie was decent. I wasn't my favorite, but there was some changes in the. Yeah, your arm does hurt sometimes when you are holding out your camera.
I just noticed it was a little shaky, so I try to keep it very stable.
But there was some changes in this movie. It wasn't my favorite movie, but it was entertaining to watch.
What was your favorite movie?
What, this year?
In general.
I haven't gone to see a lot of movies this year, but I would have to say Endgame was definitely a good movie this year to go watch. Hamza hasn't seen it yet.
Avengers Endgame, correct?
Avengers Endgame,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I thought it was, there was some points about Avengers Endgame that kind of just,
And what about your favorite movie of all time? Are you saying that is actually literally your favorite movie of all time? Was
not of
Avengers
all time,
Endgame?
The Dark Knight.
You mean the Joker? That movie should actually be called The Joker. He just wanted to play foosball. He got down the foosball table. You want to play foosball? Foosball is the devil. Yeah, the foosball table is right there hanging out, so it's kind of tempting. Do you ever like playing foosball, Thomas?
No, not really. I don't like playing sports.
You just like doing vlogs?
Vlogs.
So, do you think, what would have made you give a higher rating of the movie? If it had more new changes and more unpredictable plot twists, or if it was more just a carbon copy of the original?
Because if you're making a live-action version, you're making the exact same storyline.
Really?
From that movie.
So you're saying when they made the first Batman movie, it was actually exactly like the comic book? Because that's the same type of concept. They were taking something that was originally drawn out and cartoon animation.
There is some.
Hey, you want to be in the vlog? Vlung vlung.
Vlog.
Can you say? It's vlong. It's vlong.
Vlog.
What?
Vlog.
Is that a fictional word that you're saying?
No, I'm saying vlog.
Fictional dog. Flung. Alright, well, so you're saying that they should have made it more exactly like the cartoon.
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
So kind of like Beauty and the Beast. I heard they made that one exactly like the cartoon. Did you give that one a 10-star rating?
I really didn't go watch it.
Oh,
honestly.
I haven't seen it either, but I heard it was almost exactly like, actually that it was exactly like the cartoon movie. As far as the script goes and the storyline goes, the story was exactly the same, all the words. What, is nobody playing with you? Nobody playing with you? He's like, you're not playing with me, Dad. Well, Tommy, I better get off here.
So, folks,
Pay attention to the sun.
I will catch you a bit later.
And don't forget, Tommy's opinion is crazy. The movie was great. 10 stars out of 5.
I give it 2 stars.
Out of 5? Or out of how many? 3? 2 out of 3?
I mean, I wasn't my favorite movie.
Right, so I just wondered, 2 stars out of how many? How many is the most possible?
I mean, I give it, that's just my rating for it, 2 stars.
Oh, 2 out of 2. Okay, 2 stars out of 2.
Yeah.
So two possible stars, he gave it 2, so that's both stars. I'd give it both stars also, you know. I give it 1 star for good casting and another star for excitement. The action sequences were great, the dialogue was great, and the animation, you know, they did some CGI stuff here and there, and that was great too. So I'd give it 3 stars out of 2. 3 out of 2.
Okay.
What are you 2 stars for? Are they for anything in particular? Like 1 star for...
Comedy, and let me think, what's the other one?
The Genie's 6-pack.
I mean...
I noticed every time the Genie was on the screen, you were drooling like, oh, I wish I had a body like the Genie.
Ha. And I would say I give the other one 2 for the Genie's song. You Never Had a Friend Like Me. It was kind of entertaining, but I still enjoyed Robin Williams' version. But it was, you know, those were my 2 ratings for the stars.
1 for comedy and 1 for the Genie.
Yeah.
The song.
Yeah.
Never Had a Friend Like Me, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. Wah, wah, wah.
So, folks, catch you later.
And don't forget to put salt and pepper on your food or else you won't have no flavor.
Don't forget to sit down before you poop. So I want to give you a heads up. Me and Hamza have been working on 28 Years Later. It's a documentary that I said that I've been working on hard.
It's a tree of documents.
No, it's how I met my biological mother. But we are almost done with it. We have to do some minor editing tomorrow.
Do you want me to erase, like, or put a blur over your face for the whole thing so nobody can identify you? Can steal your identity?
I've been on the internet for 28 years, dude, so it'd be kind of weird to do something like that.
We could. I'm just saying, if you want me to, I could add a blur to your face in all the videos.
You're funny. But yeah, we're almost done with it. I'm gonna come over tomorrow. We're gonna do some stuff and wrap it up. Putting this whole thing together, this documentary. I want to thank Hamza for helping me put this thing together, and I want to thank some other people that helped me also.
Like who?
Joe Cronin from the Joe Cronin Show. And James Worley, he also helped me with this, helped me put this whole, he even was the one responsible for even having this like documentary even happen by putting out the video and
of you looking for your biological parents.
For putting out the video. He even has credit in the documentary.
So basically, if it weren't for him, you might have never met them.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, it is. So, folks, I'll catch you a bit later.
You wanted to fight. I wanted to put years.
I think that was his first news cycle.
I wanted to put years on it.
Do my hair. Don't put me on there.
Hey, folks, this is Hamza's mom. Her name is Katie.
Momza.
Momza? I'm curious, what was it like raising Hamza?
Oh, he was sweet and innocent. At least that's what he said. He'd say, "What did I do?"
Oh, come on, tell us the truth.
Well, that's what he'd say. What happened? What did I do?
I learned it from Bart Simpson.
I didn't do it.
Okay, thank you.
Catch you later, folks. Hello, folks. It's me, Tommy, NC2010. I wanted to end this vlog off like this. I'm editing the video, and don't ask me why I'm wearing a straw hat. I just randomly put on my head as I was editing this video. So, I want to say that we went to go see the movie. It was really good. But, big update. We released the trailer for 28 Years Later. A little major big update. Major update. So what we are going to do with the documentary, it's a tad bit long. So for your guys' sake, we are going to cut it down. We are going to put part 1 on Friday, and then part 2 on Sunday. So I just want to let you know a major update on the documentary, 28 Years Later. And it's, you know, it's explained in the trailer, even though it's kind of repetitive. I kind of realized as I watched the trailer it's repetitive. So I just want to let everybody know, I don't know why this is up here. I don't know what's wrong. Why this green effect is up here. I know there's a green screen behind me, but I don't know why this is up here. I don't know why. So yeah, I just want to let everybody know an update about the documentary, that it's going to be a 2-part documentary. And I hope you guys enjoy it when we do upload this. I hope you enjoyed this day vlog. And I couldn't find my outro that I did, but it was just me really tired, I guess, at some point. But I just want to do this one better. And as always, I'm Tommy in C2010. Thank you for watching this day vlog. And I'm keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe. Support. Stay positive.